Everybody has a difference in opinion as far as who the greatest quarterback is in NFL history. Now, I often have conversations with people who get stuck in the here and now. So when I start bringing up quarterbacks from the past, the only quarterbacks that they can talk about are the quarterbacks that they have recently seen. So when people start telling me that certain quarterbacks are great, and I start bringing up names like, let's say I bring up a Steve Young, who's my favorite quarterback of all time, one of the most accurate quarterbacks in NFL history. Or I've seen people bring up Joe Montana. I've seen people bring up, nobody really mentions Terry Bradshaw. I've seen people bring up Troy Aikman. I've seen people bring up Fran Tarkenton. I've seen people bring up Kenny Stabler. There's a lot of quarterbacks that people talk about. And of course, the quarterbacks that we see in the here and now are your Tom Brady's and your Peyton Manning's. And of course, my favorite quarterback that's playing today is Aaron Rodgers. No doubt about it. I think we all have different criteria when it comes to who the greatest quarterback is of NFL history. Some people don't value Super Bowls. They say that's more of a team accomplishment. Some people don't value records or stats. They will say, well, it's all based on the caliber of opponent that you're playing. I'm one of those guys. If you're in a division where you're playing the Raiders twice, you're playing trash teams twice, and you're playing a poor record like last year. Take a Peyton Manning from last year. How many touchdowns did he throw? 55? They played 5 playoff teams. They lost to all of them. The only playoff team that they did beat was if I'm not mistaken, they beat the San Diego Chargers. I think they beat the San Diego Chargers, and they beat the Eagles before Nick Foles became the starting quarterback. That was when Michael Vick was the quarterback before the Eagles got hot. So he was playing not bad teams. He was playing bad teams. And then he went up against the Seattle Seahawks and that great defense, and they didn't allow him to stand around in the pocket, and he gets walloped 43-8. So to me, it's all about the circumstance. So who do I think is the greatest quarterback in NFL history? Who do I think is the best quarterback? When I say the best quarterback, I mean the quarterback that is the hardest quarterback to game plan for, not necessarily the stats. If I had to say who's the greatest quarterback in NFL history, I would say it's Steve Young. That is my personal opinion. It's Steve Young. I think Steve Young is the greatest combination of quarterback. The only guy that's close to Steve Young is Aaron Rodgers. Where he's going to be when he finishes and he hangs him up, I don't know. But Aaron Rodgers is the 3rd most accurate quarterback in NFL history right now. He seldomly makes mistakes, and he's so dangerous to play against because of everything that he brings to the table. You leave him in a clean pocket, he'll kill you. You let him outside the pocket, he'll kill you. He's not John Paxson. He's Michael Jordan. And I use that analogy on my Facebook page as some of these quarterbacks that you guys like to claim as great, they're John Paxson. They're great under circumstance. They're great when they're left in a clean pocket. To me, I look at that and I think differently. Whereas when I see a quarterback who's that's not even a word, who's capable of making plays regardless of the circumstances, I have to put them a notch above the quarterback who can only throw from that clean pocket. And if the pocket collapses, they can't do shit. Nothing. Zip. Zero. That's all I'm saying. So my number 1 quarterback in NFL history is Mr. Steve Young. Let me know who you think is the number 1 quarterback in NFL history. Do you think it's Joe Montana? Do you think it's Tom Brady? Do you think it's Peyton Manning? Don't get trapped in the here and now. Remember, Joe Montana never lost a Super Bowl. Peyton Manning has lost 2. Tom Brady has lost 2. Peyton Manning suffered one of the most humiliating defenses in Super Bowl history when they couldn't protect him and the receivers couldn't beat the coverage. Aaron Rodgers, right? Aaron Rodgers, right? Well, you know what? It's kind of early to put Aaron Rodgers in the discussion, considering I still think he has about 5-6 seasons to go. Steve Young, the most complete quarterback of any quarterback. The speed of a Michael Vick and the accuracy of anybody. He's the 9th most accurate quarterback in NFL history. So, this video is long as hell. It's 5 minutes. Let me know what you think. Who is the #1 quarterback in NFL history? Let's start the discussion. Deuces.